was not a good cast.
This one's not too small to talk about though.
Ooh, yes, indeed.
There we start the morning up.
How did you end up with me?
We each got one, that's why.
I don't
What
know
the heck happened?
I have no idea. Well, you introduced the show. Well, I figure out what the heck happened.
That's called an early morning
Wow.
kerpuffle.
Wow, that's a nice fish though, Scotty. Hey guys, good morning here. John Bergsmo with Scott Cormier up here from beautiful Marquette County. We're here on Shag Lake, Big Shag Lake today, and we're gonna show you just a little bit about what, Scott, you can do all summer long here in these Marquette County lakes.
Oh, absolutely. It's a great little lake.
Yeah, and there is dozens and dozens, correct, Scott, of lakes like this in Marquette
especially in this
County.
area. Absolutely.
Yep. All right.
Yep, he's there.
Yeah, good.
He's there.
He's there.
He's not coming up though.
Well, that's perfect. We like them when they don't come.
Ooh, a little better.
Yeah, get him.
A little better fish.
No,
No.
he's gonna bass him in.
Again, it's that outside edge of this drop off here.
Now explain that weather conditions that we got, Scott, why they might be there.
Yeah, I mean, usually they'd be up tight on that inside edge of the grass, but you know, we had a 35-degree night last night, and it's still pretty cold.
And
You
it's
see-
July.
Yeah, it's July, after July 4th. John and I are both wearing sweatshirts, and
And the bass are going deep to stay warm.
yeah, absolutely. I'm done?
Yep.
Get him. There we go.
I finally switched. I tried all morning to fish a different hook. And I don't know what it is, guys, about confidence, but I had no confidence because I had a different hook on. And now I switched back to my traditional weighted wacky hook, and you can see how far into the mouth that football jig is. Way, way in there. And that little bit of weight, I think, Scotty, allows me to get that more falls per cast.
Yep,
what
absolutely.
I think it really is. Saw that hit. He cruised in and just ate it. I love boat ramps, not a big fish, but it was kind of a fun hit because he literally, I was pausing and watching the fall. I will talk to you just for a little bit about this weighted jig head though, and what makes it kind of a fun way to fish. So, little small fish, but let me show you this weighted jig head right here. And what we got is it's weighted. It's a football jig. It's got a really small little weed guard here. And what it does is you can twitch that bait. You can create a lot more falls. I'll show you in the water right here just how slowly it falls, and it falls with the little tips up. See how slowly that falls and kind of jiggles naturally? And so you can lift up, have it fall. Lift up, have it fall. If you're fishing it without weight, it doesn't work nearly as well. This gives that worm just a little bit of a V. So when I cast out there onto that boat ramp, because fish love boat ramps, you can see the way my rod is. I just twitch it like this, and it just creates all kinds of falls in the presentation. That was classic classic in the shade.
Yep,
He
threw up there in the
casted
shade.
on the sunny side into the shaded area. Boom. There's a nice look at a nice fish.
There he is.
Beautiful. Well, doggone it, if you can throw into the shade, so can I.
John's not letting me throw at the shoreline very much, so I had to throw one.
You don't need the shoreline. You've caught all the fish.
Yeah. Another cutie.
Talk a little bit about your technique, what's going on.
Yeah, he's killing me is what's going on.
Now, what we're actually doing today is I'm really working the outside weed line here where, you know, it's been such a cold night that I've been throwing this really outside weed line. We've seen a lot of action out here on the top. Fish chasing up little tiny things and bluegills running around, but this one's got a nice weed bed here, and I threw inside between the sun line and the shade. He was right in the shade, so.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Qwest, built with purpose. Traxstech, the ultimate fishing system. Strike King, tie one on. Garmin.
Make loading and unloading your boat easy with the Drotto Catch and Release Automatic Boat Latch. Load with ease. Simply drive on the trailer and the Drotto will automatically latch to your bow eye. A hard plastic liner protects your boat. For launching, back your boat in, pull the release lever, and away you go. For roller or bunk trailers, the Drotto is quick and easy to install and works with most V-hull boats. Spend less time at the landing and more time fishing. The Drotto Catch and Release Automatic Boat Latch. Online at DrottoProducts.com.
Boom! Oh, a nice one too.
Just tied on a swim jig and
Just tied it on.
first cast.
First cast is right. That's awesome.
There we go.
That's nice, Scotty.
Well, we've been seeing so many bluegills, so I wanted to put on black and blue structure jig with that same minnow scrub trailer to kind of swim over the tops of this grass. Let's get him out of here.
Yeah, right there. Look at that.
Right at the end of that tree. Nice fish.
It's a nice fish, Scott.
Yeah. Tell you what, they have pretty good average size here. Let's get them back.
Yeah, that was literally right under the boat.
Right under the boat. Yeah.
So proof that pontoons don't scare them.
Nope.
Today as you see, Scott and I are working our way around the small lake in a 24-foot angler Qwest Pro Troll. Ooh, I just missed a fish. And you know, one of our objectives this year on the show, get him, Scotty, he's got another one.
He's off.
Is to show you that to those considering, you know, that whole decision between pontoon to make the wife and kids happy and fishing boat to make you happy. We're just proving this year during the television show that you can do anything with this boat.
Oh, I am super impressed with this. I mean, you know me, I'm out of my 21-foot bass boat almost all the time. And
oh, yeah.
This fishes very, very well.
Yeah, I mean, you put a good, powerful trolling motor, that's the key. You got a graph right up front. I mean, we are having no problem moving around and negotiating all the little ways that you've got to put your boat to get. The other thing I like about it, Scott, which may not be a thing for other people, is you're higher up a little bit, so you get a little better look into the water.
Oh, absolutely.
And you just proved it. You set the hook and that fish, I was looking down at that fish going sideways. So there was no scaring the fish. It's really about a quiet broad. The Garmin Force trolling motor is a brushless trolling motor. I mean, that thing is dead quiet. And I think that's a really big deal. You know, Scott likes the foot control method. It also comes with the around the neck method. Scott's got a nice fish here. Stay right at.
It was a pike.
It was a pike. Yeah, I saw that one flash. But Yeah, so you can just really work. And this is a small lake. I mean, what is this? Maybe 100, 200 acres?
Yeah, a couple hundred acres.
Couple 100-acre lake. All you need is a boat ramp, and you can dock these boats and put them in, and you can creep around the shorelines, and you can do it with complete comfort.
Oh yeah.
Right there. Just throw it in there.
I'm underneath the pontoon from us.
Oh. Yeah, yeah, awesome. That's a good fish. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at him down there. Bigger than I thought, boys.
Yes, he is.
It's a nice fish. Oh, look at the fatness of those fish. They're busy feeding on baby bluegills. Lots of baby bluegills we've seen all morning long. And we couldn't get these fish to go. But as you can see, that's an awesome fish.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Polarcraft, the toughest built aluminum boats, bar none. Dreamweaver, home of the revolutionary spin doctor. Lose, feel the difference. WavePro, best ride on the water.
WavePro high-performance boat pedestals eliminate bottoming out and back-jarring impacts. Now available the 2.0 version and slider seat hubs. The best in air shock technology provides a controlled return to keep you on your seat. Fast and easy to install with permanent mounts or movable hubs for quick and easy seat placement in 10 to 16-inch models. WavePro, high-performance boat pedestals, best ride on the water. Online at waveproshock.com.
So as we come into this setup, this is super shallow. Brett can't show you, but it's only about 2 foot deep here and a lot of weeds, so it shouldn't have fish. But see how the pontoon's throwing a shadow? My guess is if there's gonna be a fish, that's not a good enough cast. I was hoping to get the length of the pontoon, but I'll work that one just for a second. If there's a fish, he's probably gonna be right where Scott just casted, right there in the back corner of the dock, or he's gonna be along the pontoon. And the wind is blowing. I got a no-weight worm right here. It's a really tough cast from this distance. So I'm gonna try to drop it right into the back of the pontoon, right in there. That's a good spot. There's a little shadow right there. If we could get closer, but it's a little tough, we could maybe even, there's one. Yep. See that? Right there he's right here in these weeds coming up. Pick all the shadow spots out on the set. So you're coming in and you're actually looking and saying, where are the shadows? Nice little fish. We'll bust these weeds off. So I got one off the back of the pontoon. Let's see if we can get one. Oh, now Scott's all the way under. Let's watch his cast. Almost guaranteed he's gonna pull something out of that one because there was a fish already on this dock. I'm gonna, but guys, no laughing at me. I got a little brace for carpal tunnel on, and oh, got a wind that messed me up on that one. It's gonna be hard for me to cast, but there, Scott's in on the cast I wanted. Let's just let that soak and see if Scotty can catch that fish. Now I'm gonna flip. I've got another shadow corner just past the word Tahoe right there. That's another shadow corner on the back. We let that soak because he might come from a long ways away as he sees that sink. Boom! There he is. Right there, nice bass. Hopefully you guys saw how I just jiggled that rod tip. Really nice bass. So what we got is while it was soaking, I wasn't reeling it in. I just raised the rod tip and bounced the rod tip like I was cold. And all that did was cause this bait on the bottom to just shake. And I mean, he came in and thunk. I mean, you could feel that bite all the way into the palm of my hand. If I would have just started pulling that out of there, Scott taught me a long time ago, you gotta leave it in that zone. Just shake it, shiver it, twitch it, do something, but you don't have to start reeling and moving that bait per se 6 inches or for a foot. Because as long as it sat in that shadow, he felt safe. And that's the key. He wasn't gonna chase it out into the sunlight. He wanted that thing right there. Now, I haven't hit the front of this pontoon yet, so we've got 2 off this tune. Let's see if we can get one off the front. And guys, Brett will show you just over the side of the boat. We're talking 2 feet of water here. We're not talking massive depth. All of these lakes that you're fishing, you've got to give the fish a chance to bite. You can't just assume, oh, there's not enough water there. And that is, so we're hitting all these. Now it could be we've caught them all. A couple fish is a good pontoon for sure. But you know, you just don't want to be in a hurry.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Offshore Tackle Products, Flo-Fast, world's leading portable fluid transfer system, Drotto, catch and release boat system.
We all want to keep moving, and we all need fuel to do it. Now, with the revolutionary Flo-Fast system, you can fuel up and keep moving from literally anywhere. Flo-Fast will pump or siphon an amazing 8 gallons per minute, so you can get back to what you do best. To find out more about Flo-Fast, go to flofast.com. Flo-Fast. Fuel up. Keep moving.
That was so predictable. Scott says, can you throw it to that dock? And I went, yeah, I think I can. Oh yeah, look at that little guy fighting right through the weeds. That is just classic right there, right in the Marquette County sun. Not a big fish, but you know what? Scott and I are out here just, we'll let him go, to just to get away from the office today. And you know, one of the best things about Marquette County is that it isn't just one lake or 2 lakes. It is literally dozens and dozens of that right there. If Brett shows you just that size lake right there, calm, pristine lake. We're on a Friday afternoon or Friday morning in mid-July. I mean, you go do that downstate on Friday morning in mid-July on a sunny day, you'll find out what happens. You'll get run over by every mastercraft in town. Here, up here in this county, you can fish these lakes pretty much until, you know, 3 in the afternoon and the work crowd gets off. You're gonna be able to fish these lakes and catch lots of fish. Hey guys, John Bergsma here. We're going to talk just for a couple minutes about the rigs we used today. Now, I used the Strike King Zero in Purple Haze. Gee, that's a shock. No, it's not. And I put it on a 16th ounce VMC wacky style weedless with a little wire weed guard. Now, I was throwing it on a 6.6 TP1 Custom Black by Strike King and Lou's. This is an awesome custom pro reel as well. It's matched perfectly to this. I threw it with 8-pound test tour grade braid and then just a little 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. And basically you're just letting this rig do all the work. You're pitching it under structure, in and around, I'd say structure less than 10 feet or docks, and it does a great job. And Scotty, for the first half of the day, beat me to death with that rig that he was using. So talk to me about that one.
Yeah, this one's actually a Strike King football head jig. This is what we started with the morning with. Throwing on those outside weed lines. Very nice fall, but it's a slow dragging bait, slow presentation like I was showing you this morning, and just crawling it over the rocks on the outside of the weed lines. I had a Rage Menace grub on it, 20-pound test tour grade fluoro.
Yeah.
So, and I was throwing it on one of the new Hack Attack rods.
Oh, that looks cool. In fact, I've seen and heard a lot about the KVD's got a new line of rods out that are really a real value price, actually.
Yep.
Hack and the boys have also got a rod line out, and these are made, I'm assuming, specifically for those guys who fish specific different ways and they want the exact right rod for that presentation.
Yeah, this one's a 7'2", medium heavy. It's a jig rod. You see, it's mostly just real quick tip on the top,
And
but
the
a
rest
lot of
of
heavy
it's
backbone.
Exactly.
You can drive those hooks home real good. So.
All right.
Absolutely.
Well, hey, one thing I know for sure after 5 years of doing this is that Strike King makes the right baits. If you can't find something that works in the Strike King line, then you're probably fishing it wrong, correct?
Yeah, or else you're on the
wrong
or else you don't
body
know what
of
you're doing.
water.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for joining us. Let's get back to fishing. Guys, when you're casting these pontoons, you want to be right up against them. Obviously, you don't want to be banging the pontoons, but like that right there. Real close to it. Now we're just going to let it sit. Boom! Boom! Just like that. Big fish. That's as easy as it is. Find the right structures. Find the right pieces of shoreline that have all the ingredients. See that fish down there? Oh, another big 2, 3 nice ones with it. See that, guys? See them? You find the ingredients to success. Bluegill beds, sitting right next to deeper water. That equals success. Beautiful bass. Marquette County, buddy. Nice fish. Way out there. Way out front too, Scotty.
Through the football jig out on the outside weed line again.
All right.
Nice little way to end the day.
Absolutely. Hey guys, Scotty, thanks as always for joining us. Thanks for you guys joining us here on Fisherman's Digest. And that is what you can catch all day long here in these Marquette County lakes, that and a lot bigger.
Closed captioning is brought to you by WavePro. Best ride on the water. Online at waveproshock.com.